Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thank you for joining me once again in the town of Anvilseal here in Dwarf Fortress. Now, last episode we had a pretty eventful episode. We're attacked by a legendary rock, and we kind of closed out the episode checking in on a couple of our dwarves, Camel Slayer, who was the one who killed the dwarf, or the rock. But then we wanted to make a totem out of that skull. And so I actually, between episodes, went ahead and did a little bit of research to make sure that I knew what I was doing, because you don't want to start this without it. And I think I have it down. So what we're going to do first is we're going to go into the manager job, or the manage job screen, and we're going to look for totems. We're going to make some totems, and I think we're just going to make 10. This will use any shop, but it's going to use our Dwarf shops. And I'm hoping that we'll end up making a whole bunch of totems that have to do with the bones that are in here. Because you can see there's some yak bull skulls, so on and so forth. But then after that, I'm hoping that we'll get to our rock bones that are down here in the lava trench. Shall the rock... we've got some fat here that needs to be taken care of. Oh, that's a gizzard stone. I don't know how these are going to get hauled, but that's a lot of bone. So what we want to do also is I want to make some more bone bolts, because we've got all of those bones. We're going to make 200 of those. And then, we have all of this stone that we're got sitting around, and let's just make rock crafts. And what I want to do with this is, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I keep forgetting to do this, but we're going to set this on automation. I don't really care. I don't think I really care what type of material gets used for these rock crafts, but I want them to be... Every season, I want to make 25 rock crafts. And this is going to encourage some of our crafts dwarfs to get out there and do some stuff. I also think what I'm going to do here is... Let's make a temporary stairwell. And let's put a crafts dwarf shop right up here. I always can't find it. It's right in front of my nose, isn't it? Crafts. Yeah, sitting right there. We'll put him right here. And then we're also going to build some stairwell that goes from here down into the lava pit, or what will be the lava moat. And I misclicked on that. And we'll probably make some traffic rules that will allow them to get down there quickly. I don't know what that gizzard stone is, but it's interesting. I'd like to save that if possible. Get all of that cleaned up. Bunch of vulture remains there. It's getting constructed. Excellent. And this will give, so we've got a couple of things going on. We've got some crafts that are starting to happen, which hopefully will give our dwarves who want to craft an item the opportunity to do so, because dwarves love to make stuff. And then, yeah, look at our brewers go. It will also allow us to use this and hopefully make a totem out of it before we get ready to flood this lava moat. This is almost full. Dabbles wants us to make some stuff. Let's take a look at that. Battle axes. Okie doke. Let's make 3 iron battle axes. Yeah, we're getting there. It might be just a little bit longer, though. Okay, so we're making a totem. Oh, yeah, and he already grabbed it. Perfect. I don't know what this thing is for, but they're gizzard stones. Yeah, here we go. Skull rock totem, or rock skull totem. Let's take a look at this. If I go here, this is a rock skull totem. I was kind of hoping to be able to like name it or do something with it. Well, you know what we're going to do is we are going to go down to our thing. We also have a coat that we need to put in here, or a cloak. It was created by, I think it was Cog 2 episodes ago. There it is. Put that on display. And then we're going to do a totem here. Once it comes up. That's it. Right there. Perfect. This is kind of a museum. And once we get some more stuff filled out in there, then we will make some changes there. I'll make 0. Yeah, Copaltite Scepter. Excellent. So they're crafting. There's a shield out here, guys. Who does this belong to? A bunch of people don't have their shields. They might not be training right now. That might have been foolish. Don't want any more things happening here because we are going to... Yeah, we can disassemble this too. And it's midsummer of 53, so we've got a trade coming. I don't know that I want to trade the craft objects just yet. But you know, it is one of those things that needs to happen. Okay, make rock crafts, make bone bolts. Okay, we're just gonna disassemble this thing. We don't need any more people out there doing that. Did someone pick up their shield? No, nobody has picked up the shield yet. But having that once a season 25 craft objects, I'm hoping that that helps us a little bit with, you know, some of our dwarves who want to be satisfied with stuff. Oh man, mother fell asleep out here. Do you not have a room? You have fine quarters. Are they inaccessible? No, they're accessible. Well, mother is sleeping outside. Too bad. Okay, excellent. They're going back here. Let's go back to traffic. Get rid of this traffic here and get rid of that. Oh, you know what? I think it's yellow. Yeah, there we go. So we're still kind of working on our planting industry, which has really blossomed. We've gotten back under control over most of it. That one's done, which is excellent. This one isn't quite done, and I don't think this one just needs a little bit more water here. And this one needs a little bit more water here. And this one's got quite a bit of work to do. No, this is ready too. Let's get some floor going there. Excellent. And we can build a farm plot right here. So those farm plots are happening. This is happening here. And have we not assigned this to anything just yet? Nope, we have not. We're going to do 6 fields of plump helmets. We're going to have so many plump helmets they'll be coming out of our ears, which is excellent. Dwarves actually do like the plump helmets. I just think they like the variety. So that's what we're going to continue to focus on is getting that variety. We've almost... Yeah, look at that. We're climbing. We won't make drink that we don't need. But I think I'm going to allow them to start cooking with the plump helmets once we hit that limit, because that job will stop. And we will need to do something with those plump helmets. Also, I totally started this and then forgot to finish it. Make some coffins here. All these interred dwarves are... That one's not used. Can I unassign that? Because he's obviously not using it. Now we've got tombs that are ready, which is excellent. And, oh. Somebody's bloody. Take it easy, guys. Okay, that's a monumental amount of planting. This is going to be, I'm just going to say cave wheat. And we'll just leave it fallow for the other 2 seasons. Okay, this one here is done. I'm going to make it out of cobaltite. That one's also done. Cool. All right. Making progress. Definitely making progress. We're going to change this whole thing to cobaltite floors, I think. And just be done with it. It'll be a nicer temple that way. And, you know, we're kind of expanding. The dwarves deserve that. This is not ready, but this one is ready. So this will all be cave wheat up here. And yeah, we're ready to start digging this guy out. And ooh, Guess we need to dig that out as well. And then we'll channel here. Get that cave wheat going. It's midsummer. We'll get a little bit of wheat, which is going to give us dwarven beer. I might actually go a little bit harder on the wheat, because we could use it for flour, just get a little bit more variety, you know? But for now, let's just leave it as is. Cave wheat, you're up. And then some more wheat. Fallow and fallow. Excellent. Oops, that's the one I just clicked on. Cave wheat and cave wheat. I know I've got way more plump helmets than I will ever need. I'm just telling you that right now. Like, we could probably get enough wine for 400 dwarves out of this, out of these 6 fields here. But Anvilseal is about luxury. We can't really do anything about getting more other crops, which I would love to have other crops, but, you know, such that it is. We can do this. Oops. I'm going to do 2 pit ponds. Cool. We got some more cave wheat fields going in there. We'll do sweet pods as well, and then the rest of this is just going to be pigtails. Rockbone bolts, masterpiece rockbone bolts. That'll be great for our training as well. And yeah, see, we've stopped brewing here. So now that we have a little bit, I'm actually, call me paranoid, but we're going to go up to 2,000 since we're recovering. And we're going to change this to 15. And basically my goal here is, it's pretty simple. I want to make sure that we've got the stuff that we need. I want to make sure that we have the stuff that we need for this area. Really just needs to become part of this temple, I think. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll knock this wall out here too. But the goal here is going to be that we don't have to worry about... Did that finish? Yeah, okay. The goal here is going to be that we don't have to worry. We can cook plump helmets. I think I said this already, so I'm talking in circles now, but we don't have to cook. We don't have to just brew plump helmets. We can actually cook them as well, even though that will use some of the seeds up. You just have to be really careful with that, and I'm not even convinced that I want to do it. But we'll try it for a little bit. And then above here, this will just turn into, you know, we'll get rid of this seed stock here. Oh, they're still hauling boulders from the top. Yeah, we're about ready to flood. Another calf getting born. Wish you could grow cave wheat all in all seasons, but you can't. I think some of these dwarves actually had to be memorialized instead, and so yeah, that's why we're stuck doing this. Ban on certain exports. All right. Oh, this temple has gotten taken care of so far. And I think these two are done. I'll just expand this temple out just a wee bit. And I'll start to feel a lot more comfortable once we come up with a good way of... Right, like this area is pretty secure. But you can still walk across here. Siegers can still walk across right on through. Once we get this lava moat taken care of and we start flooding this is gonna, I think this is gonna take years to fill up if I'm being 100% honest. But once we get that kind of taken care of, this upper section becomes a lot more secure. There's only a few more boulders out here. And then I don't have to worry quite as much about, you know, what's happening over here. We are ready to build that wall, though. Just modernizing this temple. Yeah, we defaced or destroyed some engravings, I know. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy. The crops are coming up. Resume. We can dig this out. And dig that out. And we want some floor. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Do some rhyolite here. Some more rhyolite. Some more rhyolite. This temple's almost done. It's going to look nice. Lots and lots of yak calves every year. Calves. I guess it's what it's called. Yeah, your temple is going to be way nicer. Except I just burned a bunch of rhyolite. I guess we're doing rhyolite, guys. That's fine. We'll go up here and we'll do the offerings. Furniture. Offering places. We have a silver altar. And we can put another cow. Okay, let's deal with that. We're just going to randomly point and hope that it's not one of our good cows. Lots of dwarves descending here on... Let's build some furniture. And let's do some chests. Adil Logamrith, Strange Mood. I don't think we know Adil. We'll keep an eye on what he's doing. When he's finished, of course. Okay, so we can put some floor down here. And I think that's it. Yeah, perfect. Poor Kib is like, hey, I was meditating in here and you guys just made a whole bunch of noise. We can do an Alunite coffer. We'll redeploy that. Constructions. Nope. It's furniture. Coffer chest. That's what we want. We'll do Alunite. Perfect. Yeah, and then we've got some places to put offerings. That's also furniture. Offering places. Okay. Excellent. Oh, you know what I did? I screwed that up. I have to uninstall all that. Let's do that. And then we'll throw all the stuff along the back wall. That was a big fail on Onk's part. Re-engrave everything. Claim to Stoneworkers Workshop. Not surprising. Almost there with that. This one's done. Well, I guess I could do that, but no, let's keep it simple. Once this is all engraved, we'll put everything down on the bottom. And then, of course, we will expand this little temple. This is the Oily Doctrine Temple. Yeah, so it's back down to a shrine, which the dwarves are going to be upset about unless we get that taken care of. So let's do our chests now. Oops. The Lunite coffer is going to go in the middle. 3 Phyllite coffers. Get the offering places back in. Let's do a horn blend, another horn blend. We'll do the Alunite over there. Perfect. And then, this is like low priority, but we know how you guys like to engrave, so have fun with that. Let's build a wall here. And then we'll build another wall there once it's done. Just that one there, and then our wheat fields are done. What is going on the surface that you guys are all streaming up here? Oh, yeah. They're moving this giant amount of stone downstairs where it belongs. Perfect. Which is okay with me. Let's also get rid of these fields. I don't know that I'll get any seeds or anything like that from those, but you know, it is what it is. That's okay. Very, very busy dwarves in a year that I said, we are going to relax, you guys. But is there ever really, truly a chance for dwarves to relax? I mean, really, let's be honest here. You know, I think I'm going to even this out. Oops. Let's make sure that we're not doing something crazy here. Yeah. This can be 3. We're going to open all of this up. And we're going to put a nice... Yeah, we're going to put a nice finish here. Kind of square this up. We can get rid of this. This is almost full. It just keeps slowly draining, you know? Okay, perfect. That's done. So let's go back here and building another floor in there. Okay, so we've got our cave wheat. I think the sweet pods should go next, and they should be right here. So what do we have? We need 1, 2, 3. I think it's going to be right here. No, it's going to be this first cobaltite wall. So we're going to have to dig some of this out, of course. This is what I want right here. Take that out. Take that out, because that's the next field. And take that out. And take that out. Oh, that's just a dig. I forgot to remove this one here. Okay. Oh yeah, channel. There we go. Let's double check that the Oily Doctrine got taken care of. The Oily Doctrine Temple. I think we actually went down on this. We probably need to figure out a way to add some stuff. Yeah, so I kind of wanted to save my gold for those pyramids. So let's do, let's have some silver statues commissioned. And, 10? That's fine. Let's do that. Get some channeling to do. Whoops, nope. That's not what I want. Channel here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And then we need to make some zones. Another pit pond. These dwarves are going to be so tired of hauling water by the time we're done with this. It's hilarious. That's a silver altar. We could put that up here. Since it's that's a display. Since it's already in this room. And I'm kind of thinking I want to make a little pathway around here. But maybe I don't. Maybe it doesn't matter. So I'm thinking about filling that whole thing in so we don't have as many... This beast escaped their confines. Rehome them. Put them back into... Whoops. Put them back into their pasture. Perfect. I don't know what we'll do with these guys down here, but this is definitely going to be sweet pods. I think this will be pigtails, and then we'll just do another round of dimple cup back here. And then that will make sense. I guess that makes sense. It kind of makes sense. It makes enough sense. Yep. Lots of buckets. Lots of bucket hauling right now. Yeah, that didn't help a lot. The oily doctrine does need some better stuff, you guys. So we'll take some gems. Just put like a handful of gems on a pedestal and leave it at that. It's like the ultimate lazy value increase for any building or anything like that. Look at all of the wheat. Don't let it go to waste, guys. Silver statues are done. We can add some silver statues now. If I was being really creative, I would try and remember what god they had, and then I would just go in and say, make statues of that god, and put them in the temple to kind of, follow a theme. But you caught me on a lazy day. I'm not doing that. You can do it. It's actually pretty cool. Why are we not harvesting, boys and girls? Too much bucketing, I suppose. The moody dwarf is still gathering items. Are you slow? You're very slow. Why are you moving so slow? He's hauling sheep wool. Ah, he's very agile and very slow to tire, but he is flimsy and very weak. Interesting. No wounds, so... Good on you, buddy. Keep it up. But, maybe pick up the pace. Who am I to judge? This... Oh, yeah, that's right. This is kind of our extension. Oh, you know what? I forgot to put a door on here. Why did I do that? Why did I forget? It seems like the theme to this fortress is Ankh Forgets. We're going to turn this series into... from Ankh Plays into Ankh Forgets. And we'll just leave it like that. Okay, yeah, now we've got this nice open area here. So we want to build some walls. Yoink. And yeah, we'll just reclose this up. I kind of think that like there's an opportunity here to put a couple of not siege towers, because we won't really be able to build those here. But there's an opportunity to build some other stuff if I put some scaffold floors out here. You know, I might carve some yeah, perfect. Because then we can get rid of this. And go back to constructions. Let's wall this bad boy in. Excellent. Early autumn, we're expecting a trade caravan very soon. Yeah, you guys just go on about your work. You can come through here for now. Adil Logamirth is begun his construction, which is great. I think it's a stoneworker workshop is where he was at. Idgim is just about full. There's still lava that's going through here, and most of this, Nashtath is not full. The Devourer is still waiting to devour, which is fine. Once we get that taken care of, yeah, we can do this. Perfect. So we have 2,120 drink, which means I think we have some mead. Are the dwarves drinking it, though, faster than... Oh, no, we've got some mead. Where's this at? It's mead in a pot. You know, it's weird, though, because... Where is it? It's in the still. Okay, instill. Instill. Instill mead into your system. Excellent. Okay, so that looks great. Now we can do this. We got to put that rhyolite floor back in. And yeah, look at there's all the crafts. Adil Logamrith, the Marks Dwarf, has created Avogakal Sholid Okol, a microcline ring. He offers it to the mighty anvils. We're going to take that microcline ring, after we view it, of course. $16,300. This is a microcline ring. All crafts dwarf ship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with sheep wool, encircled with bands of round microcline cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of tin. That's got to be weird. You're wearing a ring that has rings on it. And menaces with spikes of golden beryl, milk quartz, and giant cave spider silk. This is a luxurious ring. On the item is an image of two mantises in granite. On the item is an image of Uzol owner tomes, the dwarf and dwarves in rose quartz. Uzol is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of Uzol owner tomes, our king, to the position of king of the tapered irons in the first year. On the item is an image of a single cut gem in smoky quartz. On the item is an image of Chant Drive, the phyllite earring in larch. So It's quite a creation there, Dwarf. Very nice. Thank you. And we're just going to put this in. We're just going to display this in the Oily Doctrine Temple. Once I find rings. Cholid Okol. There we go. Shove that sucker in there. Oh, perfect. We've got another cave wheat. Bah! We might actually have to increase the amount of planters that we have. Turn that guy on. This one can go off. Turn that guy on. And we can do... I don't like that the farming plots are workshops, but, you know, whatever. Not ready. That one's ready. You know, both of those are ready. Great. And I suppose the seed stock should go along in this area here. Once we get to that point. This is not quite done, this is not quite done, and these two haven't started. So... Oh, did I not have this create? Oh, there's too much water. Okay, so now that that's flowed away, not flown, but flowed. Did this get set for cave wheat? Just need one here, and one here. And one here. Not walls. We want floors. Okay, so what were we building here? We've got cave wheat. Throw cave wheat into these guys. That's 6 fields of cave wheat. I think this is going to be sweet pods when we can. This back one. So it's just like sweet pods for spring and summer. These will all be sweet pods. These here are going to be the beginnings of the pigtails, I suppose. They can't do pigtails during winter. So we can only do pigtails during summer and autumn. So we can do dimple cups on the off seasons. This is going to be pigtails, pigtails, and then dimple cups. Wow. This is actually going to be really cool because we'll be able to support as large of a fortress as we wish in the future. And our traders have arrived. Okay, guys. The outpost liaisons here. Let's all make our best behavior. That's gonna go away. And This one's ready. Not quite. Yes. Yes. Comes our sweet pods. One more there. And I said leave fallow, except for sweet pods. I can do some dimple. No, you know what? I'm not going to do it. We'll just leave that fallow. We'll do sweet pods on here because sweet pods are dwarven rum, and rum is good. We like rum. But we do have some trading to do. So let's get up to the trade depot. And let's say move goods. Lord. We're not selling you any of our wine. We have so many copper bars, it's not even funny. Lots and lots of bins. Let's get rid of some of these shells. Oh, they're valueless. I don't know if I can use those for anything. Why are we not using that limestone? I'm wondering about that now. I have quite a few cages. We'll get rid of the cages. I'm going to kind of go through... Oh, there's my golden chains. I forgot about those guys. I'm going to go through a lot of this stuff, and we're going to get rid of the stuff that we don't need. You know, it just makes sense, right? Let's get rid of the Lunite Gizzard Stones. It's interesting that that is... Is that our only cut gem? Wow. We could get rid of a few silver goblets, right, dwarves? Do we really need that many silver goblets, guys? I know that I did this. I for sure, 100% did that. But I'm going to tell you right now. Tell you right now, I didn't mean to. Large gems. Yeah, let's just make some money out of these bad boys. Legwear. Nah. We're going to keep our mechanisms. Let's get rid of our millstones. We want to keep our musical instruments, and look at the mussel roast and yak's milk roast. One-humped camel treep roast. Oh, that looks so good. Yum, yum. Raw mussels. We'll keep those. Shields and bucklers. Sprints. Sprints. Those are called splints. We're going to keep the statues. The table. The hides. The thread. The thrones. Tools. Now I have 566 granite pots. I want to trade all of them, but we're going to get rid of a bunch of them because 566 granite pots is more than we will ever. Remember when we had all of these full of different things? Well, we drank a lot of the stuff that was in those pots, the wine and the rum and the beer and so on and so forth. So we're going to get rid of a good chunk of these just because they're lying about in the fortress, and they're making the place kind of look unsightly. I don't like that they look unsightly. I think that they're actually beautiful. I think dwarven craftsmanship, craftsdwarfship is beautiful, but, you know, we do need... We just do need some money, and we have plenty of these pots that are empty that will probably never get filled again after that great dwarven glut of brewing, where we just went ham on the plump helmets. And so we're gonna make a change, you know? We're gonna share our pots with the rest of our civilization, with the rest of the tapered irons. You know? Because the tapered irons needs to know that we have the superior granite pots. If you need granite pots, this is the place to come. Anvilseal will supply you with all of the granite pots you shall ever desire. You could be opening a factory to make dwarven fizzy drinks. You know, the kind that have a little bit of vodka in them and then some type of fake flavoring. You usually find them in modern day American refrigerators, perhaps in a 6-pack, perhaps not. But usually they come in 6 or 8, and you could be opening a dwarven seltzer factory for all I know. Come get your pots here. All right, that was funny. Can't get rid of any of the battle axes for some reason. Spears, crossbows, picks. That's it. Let's do it. 213 items. That's going to be a good haul. It's probably not going to be worth that much, though, if I'm being honest. One of the things that I am slightly worried about is that I noticed that there were no gems. And we've got tons of gems. So why couldn't I supplement some gems to this? That's the $64 granite pot question. That's it, right? It's just the Alunite. That's very strange to me. Maybe they're not accessible. It's all right. Maybe the dwarves don't want to trade them. That could be the case. And, oh gosh, I sure hope. What mandate did you end? Well, we could get rid of the battle axes now. Let's do it. Shall we? Let's get rid of all of his battle axes while he's not looking. Oh dear. Weapons. They're not banned anymore. It's like an entire army of them. Oh, look at the trade caravans. They just came up over. You're not going to want to do that in a little bit, guys. I'm just telling you that right now. Mandating the construction of certain goods. 2 more battle axes. Well, let's forge some iron battle axes, shall we? At least it's not puzzle boxes, for the love of all that's holy and pure. Thank God. Got you taken care of, Dabbles. This should be an interesting trade. I'm not entirely certain that we're gonna come off real well in this trade, but we might. Let's take a look and see. Broker requested at the depot. You're bringing an item to the depot, so trade a depot. Excellent. And he's ready. But they're not. They're still unloading. They'll be ready soon. We'll jet away and just take a look at what we have going on here. Still not quite. Not quite. Oh, I wonder if those won't grow. I bet you those won't grow because they were exposed to light all the way down. Darn it, I didn't think about that. Oh well. It's alright. Hurry up, guys. Jeez. Oh, we got our diplomacy. Mayor Kib Nethadil meets with the outpost liaison Feb Letmosler. I'm your liaison to the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. Excellent. Let's do. There's much to share, so we got our information about the world updated. Thank you. And, you know, you never can have enough wood. So, as usual, continue to bring us wood, because we don't have any. And we are going to need some wood in the future, I hope. And then we want some stone. Oh, that's right. This isn't an alphabetized list. So, I always forget that this one is unalphabetized. There's stone. And what do we want for stone? We always are looking for the same thing, which is flux stone and fuel. So I want bituminous coal and lignite. That's limonite. Close. There's lignite and bituminous coal. I want marble. Oop, I just saw it. Marble and limestone. I think limestone is at the top. Yeah. Dolomite, chalk, and calcite. Now, you might be wondering why I want these specific things. And it is because I'm trying to make as much steel as possible. And these are what are called flux stones, which is what you mix in to basically make pig iron, which then you mix iron with pig iron and you get steel. Or at least that's how the game... There it is, calcite. That's how the game wants it. What else do we need? I don't think we need anything else, really. You know, we've got our healthy yaks. Whatever else you want to bring us is fine. Yep. And you need ammunition? In 54, we're going to need ammo. That's interesting. I don't think I want to give you any ammo. Like, I have no interest in giving them ammo, because we're going to need ammo. Because defense is important. But yeah, just so it's noted down. Are we ready now? How are things looking here? No. Okay. We've got that going. Just one more there. 4 more here. 1 more here. So this will be our sweet pods. This will be pigtails. Oh, hey, this one's ready. Pigtails. Pigtails. Dimple cups and dimple cups. Excellent. This is a lot of fields, you guys. I think I might have overdone it. But that's how I have a tendency to work. We ready to trade? For the love of Pete. Okay, cool. We got our gizzard stones, we got our chains, we've got our goblets, we've got our cages that we don't want. We got a bunch of battle axes. Shh, don't tell Dabbles. What is this going to bring us to? 7,500. That's not horrible. It's not great. It's actually more than I thought we were going to get. But here's the bituminous coal that we wanted. We need lignite. Dolomite. Yeah. Chalk. Yep. Dolomite, bituminous coal. More lignite. Chalk, coal, dolomite. Yeah, give me all this stuff. This is looking great. Ooh, nice. Okay, there was a couple things that I didn't want, which is the fire clay, the silty clay, the sandy clay, more fire clay, more clay. Yeah, okay, we don't care about the clay. They're gonna make out like bandits if that's what they. Oh yeah, we got to take all the logs. Let's take another flask. We can take another czar. Let's see. Scroll down to the bottom here before we get really excited. I want some backpacks and quivers. You know? I don't think we need splints or crutches. Don't really care about that. Yep. Alright. Those are nice leggings. Greaves. Trousers. Let's take all the pigtail thread. Because we are kind of behind on that. And it would be cool to get kind of caught up. I think some of it is dyed, at least. At least that's what it shows there. A bunch of different colors would be nice to have. And we've got the money for it. And, like, we're kind of behind in our dyeing. And, you know, I don't normally like to do this, but, like, look at all that. Don't need plump helmets. We'll just buy some of this stuff because, you know, we have the money. And our dwarves are probably going to... Ooh, yeah. Give me the bolts. Yeah, that was what put us over, wasn't it? Copper bolts. Yeah, we can do that. 2,700 profit. Will you take this? Okay, cool. And they're happy. All right, that was successful. Very nice trade. A bunch of stuff. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the clothing. The clothing that we don't need, but, you know, whatever. Sazir seems happy about the trading, so... And we should... Oh boy. Fath is going crazy. I don't think we've heard this song before. Oh, wow. Dwarves are happy. I think they were singing up here. I think that's what I saw a minute ago. So we get to listen to their song now. Yeah, look at all that food. This will give us some variety. Make sure that, lavish meals. When did these stop? Yep. Perfect. Keep on cooking, dwarves. Get rid of that pit pond. Sorry. I can't... This is I feel like this is the first time I've heard this song. This is cool. It's a great song. Oh, excellent. You know, at first I didn't like the soundtrack for this game. I thought it was very plain. But you know, give it some time, and it really grows on you. This is ready. This is going to be pigtails. More pigtails. Give you guys some dimple cups on the side. Sweet pods, sweet pods. Yeah, we're leaving the sweet pod fields fallow. Construction of certain goods. Maybe I have 2 bolts. You want us to make 2. All right. Well, hey, guess what? Let's make 30. Another sweet pod field going in here. Fallow, fallow, and then sweet pods here, and sweet pods here. And then let's go into labor, just because I'm curious. Let's go to kitchen. You can cook all of that stuff. Isn't that great? Don't cook any of the pigtail seeds, right? Brew the cave wheat. I don't really want to cook the yak's milk. I want to make that into cheese. So don't cook. I'm actually surprised that that's on. It should be off because I want them to make cheese. But look at all this extra stuff that we've got coming in, right? All of this is going to be great. And we don't have any sweet pods just yet, so that's fine. But we have a ton of dwarven wine. We've got the beer going. We've got the rum going. I wonder if they're cooking with the mead. You know? I'm very curious about that now. Just make sure that we've got that taken care of. Yeah, okay. Come on, one more. 2 more. Sorry. I guess I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this one. Yeah, so yeah, we're going to try and make this what am I trying to say here? We're going to try and make this a little bit easier to take care of. Dabbles want something made again. Battle axes. Yeah, we just traded a whole bunch right out from under your nose. We'll make 3 though. That's fine. We got bolts and battle axes. Hey, you know, as far as nobles go, Kib and Dabbles, Mayor and Dabbles, not too bad, not too shabby, wouldn't you say? You know what? Also, the thought crosses my mind, and it's been a while, but we should check in on Tobal. I think he's almost turning 1. He might already be 1. Where's Junior at? Have we looked at Junior for a while? Yeah, he's asleep right now, but he's 2. Indeed. And look at, he's got a whole bunch of different skills. Engraver, milker, planter, stone cutter, and he's also an observer? Well, that is just fantastic. Tobal, I'm so proud of you. This is our first born in Anvilseal. Born in Anvilseal. Born and raised in Anvilseal. I slept in a bedroom. This could be bliss. Like a personal palace. Here, where's he going? What are you doing today, Tobal? Talk to us a little bit. Show us what you're up to. He's going to go get some drink right away, I bet. Yep. Look at you. Having a drink. Wake up in the morning, have your drink, and then he's going to go play. Where are you playing at there, buddy? Well, he's off to work. Off to do a little bit of work. Excellent. And you know, the thought has occurred to me that we also haven't checked in on Grumpy. No, it's not Grumpy. It's Stumpy. I was close. Grumpy is an actual name for a dwarf. He's still having a bad time. He's stressed. Fight, make merry, craft an object, take it easy. Crying to his priest. Suffering a minor injury. Didn't feel anything with the dead body. Let's take a look at ability to grasp somewhat impaired. He's still kind of recovering. This dwarf has been injured in so many different ways. The last time was I feel like he was injured in a collapse recently, and I don't think I noted it down, but he's missing his right hand. So he's a one-hander, and he does a really good job of getting around, of doing stuff. You know, right now, what is he doing? He's hauling stuff. I think he's pushing a wheelbarrow. Yeah, he's moving stone back to the stockpile. You find him down here quite often. You know, he's hauling stuff. He's putting it in the stockpile. You know, just a great dwarf. He's a great dwarf. He's definitely not one of our happiest denizens, but he certainly is hanging in there. Medtob Logan Mystere is one of the most stressed dwarves in the fortress. And I want to see why. She's hauling bolts. She's not in a squad. Here, eloquence, and she really wants martial training. She wants to craft an object, and she's got excitement. She's a legendary tanner. You would think that that socializing would give her meet that need of hearing eloquence, but I suppose that it doesn't in this case. We got another cow. Okay, this is a close your eyes and point type of thing here. Creatures and livestock. 4 years old and frail. At the top of the list, prime target. Butcher. Knight. I don't want frail. You know, we should actually look at that once again. Creatures. I wish I could see a little bit more about them in this menu here. But let's count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And we actually have a bull here as well. He's healthy. Goodbye. We have 14 of them. How many milking orders do we have? 13. We got a baker's dozen, so we got an extra one, which is going to be going away. So we're down to 13. That's fine. And I guess there's a goat here, so that would be our 14th milk. But look at all those calves. My God. As they grow up, we need to make sure that we're finding the ones that are not good and culling those. That would be a very good idea, if I could remember to do it. Ah, perfect. Look at that. Not a wall. We want a floor, rhyolite floor, thank you. And this guy here just needs to go. And this is going to look weird for a minute, but remember that these tiles here are not exposed to sun. They're covered, right? And it's always straight down. So what I'm hoping is that it'll take longer for these 3 fields to get done, but we'll be able to use all 3 of them. And these are going to be sweet pod fields, these 2 here. These are going to be pigtails, and I think I'm going to do like 2 more. Well, it says I'm going to do 3 more. I don't know what I'll plant over here. But But then we can go through here. And we can do this, and we can do this. We can do this and this. The planters are going to be so busy. Those farmers are just so busy. Look at that. It's lovely. It really is. Harvesting. And I think we can actually start building some cool stuff here. We'll build some walkways in here, you know? Let's go sweet pods. And fallow. We've got all of our cave wheat planted. Seabrick, you're going crazy on the demands here. Is it puzzle boxes? Another battle axe? Okay. Got an iron battle axe going for you there, Seabrick. We'll just do one. Can we get the other one taken care of? Yeah. I know I've probably checked these like 5 or 6 times, but I just want to make sure that we've got our sweet pods and that we're fallow. Okay. Do some channeling here. No, those are already done. My bad. Okay. Let's do some pit ponds. Yeah, be careful when you sit in this one, dwarves. When you sit in that seat. Oops. Oopsies. Coming at you. There we go. This might be it, you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do with these last few, so... Oh, we need to channel that out, too. Beautiful. Dumping water on the floor. That's all we do anymore, is just dump water on the floor. It's going to be a while for these guys over here. If I was smart, I would have done this a while ago and created something over here that basically was the place where we could mill the pigtails and just have them go right in here on the same floor, you know? Another yak calf? My God, you guys. But yeah, we're ready to go now. We got all these guys. Oh, we didn't do that one. I forgot one. There we go. Okay. And then this will actually get quite luxuriated. What we can do here is we can click stockpiles and let's just do custom and let's see here. This is only seeds. So we're going to delete this stockpile. Yeah. And then I'm going to run that same stockpile down here. Oh, no, but I forgot. Let's put some floor down. Oops. I'm trying to put this in the center of everything. This is the center. And Hey, let's do microcline. That will look nice. That's 12. So this should go 11. Is that right? Yeah, I think so. That'll get us going. We'll get those engraved. I shouldn't have deleted that seed stockpile just yet. My bad. You'll figure it out for a little while there, dwarves. There'll be some seeds lying about. Oh my. I don't understand why there's still blood going on like that. It's not particularly exciting for me. Some engraving going on there. We'll get a whole bunch. We'll just get a conga line of dwarves in here to do this engraving. Oh, did I miss something here? Ban. Okay. Glad I didn't miss anything. Now, once y'all are done with your conga line, we are going to throw a stockpile down. Come on, you two. I don't know what you're writing on there, but it better not be the complete works of Shakespeare. Come on. There you go. And then we're going to go food, and we're going to go custom. And it's just going to be seeds, guys. That's it. No other things go in this stockpile but seeds. And now we should be able to, like, you know, toss some seed stalks in there, and yeah, off you go. Dabbles got stung by a honeybee. Poor Dabbles. All right. Oh, hey, look at this. This is a rasuk. Let's put it down at the end of this table here. Furniture. Actually, you know what? Let's check on this temple. We did some damage to this temple. Yeah, 23,670. All right. There's another temple downstairs. This is the Doctrines of Coloring. And this is Maroon 5's chapel. We could probably... Citizens only. Yeah, that's fine. We can probably build this guy up a little bit. And let's put that Rakust in here. Shall we? We shall. You don't get a choice because you're watching this after the fact. So until you invent a time machine to come and tell me what to do, that is the way things shall be. Fungi wood. Let's put that in there. Let's do that one. Sure, why not? We got some instruments. Yeah, look at that. How many instruments? Yeah, okay. Well, we don't have a lot. But the Maroon 5 chapel will be there. Stray Yak Cow. Okay. Dr. Roynes. Oh, dear. Why did I just... I'll leave that there. Okay, so this should give us quite a boost. No, not as much as I thought. Interesting. Well, you got some more instruments, so be happy about that. Let's take a look at our cow situation. Oh, we want to keep that one. We're going to try and cull the gnarly ones. Yeah, like this one. Goodbye. there's going to be a lot of water down here, you guys. It's going to be quite entertaining for a while, I think, while this continues to happen. So, on that note, we're moving into late autumn, and the dwarves are harvesting. We had a fantastic trade. I think this is a good place to leave things. So, thank you for joining me once again here in the town of Anvilseal as we gleefully watch the dwarves shoot towards success. And as you go on about your day, don't forget to hit somebody with some kindness. And we'll see you next time.